feel stronger. I feel faster, more explosive. I'm hitting harder.
And yes, we have people around him now, so he won't be punching people in the stomach anymore.
Yeah, Jake, how many genders are there?
There's 3.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Cage, where we bring you the latest and exciting updates of UFC. First, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Adesanya aims for a Masterclass versus Strickland at UFC 293. You know, Israel Adesanya's got some serious confidence, that's why he's all set to fight in Sydney, and he's carrying that UFC middleweight champion title like it's his prized possession. Now, when it comes to his opponent, Sean Strickland, things haven't been going as smoothly. According to the previous record of Strickland, it has been 2 in his last 4 fights. Here, the odds aren't exactly in his favor. Whereas Adesanya's looking at him like a sizable underdog, and he is not holding back on his expectations. In a recent interview, Israel Adesanya confidently expressed that he's in the best shape of his career. He stated that he feels stronger, faster, and more explosive, and he's hitting harder than ever before. Additionally, Adesanya wants his fans to anticipate his absolute best performance and believes it will be a masterclass of his true fighting skills. Essentially, he's determined to make the fight look remarkably easy, leaving no doubt in his mind that he'll come out on top.
I feel stronger. I feel faster, more explosive. I'm hitting harder.
15 seconds. Let's go. Come on. That's it.
Expect to see me at my best.
2, 3, 4, 5. Champ. 9. Off you go, brother.
Expect to see a masterclass, a showcase in true fighting.
Kill. That's it. I know you have more than that. Kill shots. Yeah, better. That's it. Good job.
I'm gonna make this look easy. Really easy.
You know, if Israel Adesanya lives up to his words and makes this fight look like a masterclass, it's going to be quite a show for the fans. But it's worth noting that he made similar claims before his fight with Jared Cannonier, and some fans were a bit let down because the fight wasn't as thrilling as they hoped. Now, assuming Adesanya gets past Sean Strickland at UFC 293, it does seem like he might be on track to face Duplessis next. But there's a hurdle to clear first. Strickland, who's known for being quite outspoken and could be a formidable opponent. So there's still plenty of action to look forward to in the world of UFC. Dana White explains Strickland-Fan incident. Sean Strickland's first UFC title shot fight week is unfolding by the president of UFC, Dana White. On the other side, Strickland mentioned in an interview with Fox Sports Australia that he punched a fan. There was a buzz about it. However, Dana White stepped in to clarify the situation when he spoke to reporters, including MMA Junkie, on Tuesday following DWCS 61. He made it clear that there's more to the story than what meets the eye. However, Dana White addressed the recent news about Sean Strickland allegedly punching a fan. He stated that the news came from Strickland himself and emphasized that it was all in good fun and jokingly done. Furthermore, he made it clear that there's no animosity between Strickland and the fans involved. They are on good terms. He also acknowledged that he expected this kind of week leading up to the fight and that they were prepared for it. White mentioned that they now have people around Strickland to ensure such incidents, whether fun or not, won't happen again. It appears that the situation was blown out of proportion, and it's all part of the pre-fight hype.
Do you know where the news came from that he punched a fan?
From him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beauty. He played it up more than whatever it was jokingly, and the fan and him are cool, and so yeah.
So
but this, I going into this, I knew what this week was going to be like. And yes, we're prepared for it, and yes, we have people around him now, so he won't be punching people in the stomach anymore, for fun or not for fun.
On the UFC 293 pre-fight news conference, Sean Strickland is going all in on the controversial image by wearing a white t-shirt that boldly said, "Cancel me." Talk about making a statement, right?
It was more in jest. It was fun. He had a giggle about it. I had a giggle about it. But you know me, you gotta
You got to do the right things.
At that moment, Sean Strickland clarified his actions and explained that the incident with the fan was all in good fun, with both parties sharing a laugh about it. However, Strickland also acknowledged the need to conduct himself appropriately, emphasizing the importance of doing the right things. While he enjoys a bit of humor, he understands the importance of maintaining a professional and respectful demeanor. It seems like he's striking a balance between having fun and showing respect in the lead-up to his fight. Jake Paul sparks controversy with gender debate comments. Recently, Jake Paul stirred up quite a controversy. During a live stream where he was facing off against fellow YouTuber Aiden Ross, the question about the number of genders came up. Instead of taking a more diplomatic stance, Paul went with a rather contentious response. He suggested that individuals who don't identify as either male or female might be dealing with a mental illness. This issue has been a topic of intense debate in recent years, and Paul's remarks certainly didn't help cool things down. In all this situation, many people found his statement offensive and insensitive, as it oversimplified a complex topic that involves a wide spectrum of gender identities and experiences.
Yeah, Jake, how many genders are there?
There's 3. Male, female, and mentally ill. But yeah.
Earlier this year on International Women's Day, Jake Paul, often known as the problem child, shared a positive message about equal rights. "Equal rights and equal actions," Paul tweeted. "We must work towards getting rid of inequality and oppression. I stand with all efforts to make society treat everyone as equal." Interestingly, he made a tweet on International Women's Day in which he expressed support for equal rights and actions. However, there seems to be a contradiction between this message and some of his other comments, such as the one suggesting that gender non-conforming individuals may have a mental illness. This has led to speculation that Paul's support for equal rights may only extend to those who align with his personal beliefs about gender, raising questions about the consistency and sincerity of his stance on equality. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, we'd love your support. Just hit that subscribe button to motivate us to bring you more exciting content. Adesanya favors in UFC 294 matchup, Costa or Chimaev. You'd think Israel Adesanya would be laser-focused on his middleweight title defense against Sean Strickland this Saturday at UFC 293 in Sydney's Kudos Bank Arena. But it seems like he's already got his mind working overtime because he's looking ahead to a potential showdown in UFC 294 between some other ranked middleweights. It's like he's got one eye on the present and the other on the future, always thinking a few steps ahead in the game. Recently, Israel Adesanya shared his thoughts on an upcoming bout between Khamzat Chimaev and Paulo Costa. Adesanya admitted he's not sure who will come out on top, but leaned slightly towards favoring Chimaev because he appreciates new talent in the sport. "I don't know who's going to win, but I think if I'm favoring, I might be favoring Khamzat a little bit more," Adesanya told MMA Fighting, "because I like new blood." He further added, "I just made Paulo look easy, but trust me, he's a hard fight," Adesanya said. "He's a hard fight, but I made him look easy. But I think I'm rooting for Khamzat more in that fight." Also, Adesanya did acknowledge that Costa had been a challenging opponent for him in the past, despite Adesanya's dominant win over him at UFC 253 in 2020. Despite the respect he has for Costa's skills, Adesanya expressed a rooting interest in Chimaev for their potential fight. However, Adesanya is keeping an eye on the middleweight division's developments, even as he focuses on his upcoming title defense. Logan Paul advised against fighting Mike Perry. Last but not least, UFC welterweight Matt Brown had something to say about the whole Mike Perry situation. You see, there's this ongoing trend of influencers stepping into the boxing ring, and it's not slowing down. In the latest spectacle, Logan Paul and KSI are set to fight on the same card on October 14th. KSI's going up against Tommy Fury, while Paul is taking on Dylan Dennis. Back in the day, Matt Brown weighed in on the situation, highlighting that Mike Perry would be a formidable backup fighter for the Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis bout. Moreover, Brown noted that Perry might not be a technically proficient boxer, but his fearlessness and aggressive style make him a force to be reckoned with. "He does not want to F with Mike Perry," Brown said on The Fighter vs. the Writer. "Mike Perry's not a great boxer either, but he doesn't give a F." He added, He comes forward and throws bombs. I just watched him versus Michael Page in bare knuckle the other day, and it was like he has no technique at all. He just walks forward and throws, and he doesn't look good doing it at all. But F gets the job done. He's praying that Dylan Dennis shows up. Well, Brown cited Perry's recent bare-knuckle fight against Michael Page as an example, where Perry's approach lacked finesse but proved effective. Brown suggested that Dennis would be wise not to underestimate Perry's determination and unpredictability in the ring. Perry's unorthodox fighting style may not be textbook, but it often gets the job done, and that's what counts in the end. All right, guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you at the next one. Until then, goodbye.